Can you tell that I like red shoes? I really like red shoes. These are my new red shoes. The old red shoes, the entire bottom of my shoes got completely worn away so that whenever it rained, they basically became skates. So these are my new shoes. We hope they last longer. So I'm gonna do a little car chat with you guys on my way to work. Because I want to tell you a story. This is something that I've been like putting off, thinking like, oh, I'll just do a whole vlog about this. That way it'll have a happy ending. Well, I don't know when the story is gonna actually end, so I thought I might as well start it today. The story is about my car. More so my adventures in trying to buy a used car. And it has been an adventure, I tell you what, and I mean that in not a positive way. I'll tell you more in the car. I'm gonna put you there. You're not gonna stay there. I know you're not gonna stay there because you never stay where you're supposed to be, but I'm gonna put you in there anyway. So, little car story. I'm gonna give us some air. Okay. So this car that I have a beautiful PT Cruiser. I am in love with this car. It is a very old car. It's like a 2002 model. It was my parents' car, specifically my dad's car. So technically it's technically their car. And he used it for work every day. And then I got it when I went off to college. And then it's been my car ever since, pretty much. So that said, it's a very old car and it really needs to be retired. The car has a lot of issues with it. It needs to be repainted. The dash is like literally caving in and falling apart. The seats are falling apart, but that's all like aesthetics. The wheels as of right now, from what we've figured out, every time I make a right turn and I'm going like very fast, the wheel does this wobbly thing. Now I've asked around trying to figure out what they think it might be. They think it might be an axle issue. But I have taken it in. They did look at it. They said that nothing was wrong with it, and then it still has issues. So most of Disney roads, if you've never driven around them, are very curvy. And so I've had to be very careful driving into work to make those right turns. I need a car. This car is literally like crawling to its finish line. It needs to retire so badly. But like, I have been searching / saving for a new car for many months now. We started looking for cars like, you know, often, in August. I've saved, at this point as of right now, I've saved over $11,000. The goal is to buy a car straight up with cash, under 60, preferably 50,000, but like under 60,000 miles, and preferably a car no younger than 2015. Now, there actually have been quite a few cars that have been available within the last couple of months. The issue has been that Jared and I want to buy it together. Jared and I don't have the same days off. He has opposite days off that I do. And so trying to get together to do anything together for like a lengthy period of time is not an easy feat. And so that has like kind of put a wrench in things when it comes to like trying to go car shopping, because we tried trying to go and car shop together a couple of times to look at specific cars, and they were sold before we could go, because it's not like we could be like, oh, there's a car available, I'm gonna go tomorrow to go check it out. No, I can't do that, you know. Especially because like how my shifts are and everything. And so it's been very hard to be able to go and look at cars. That said, I have actually gone and looked at a car, and that's where like my story time comes into play. So there was a car that I was looking at. And I'm also looking at, like, I prefer not to get a compact car. I would prefer to get a hatchback, which is similar to what the PT Cruiser is. But, like, I'm not picky. Do you know what I mean? At this point, I just want a car that functions. So there was a car. It was a Nissan Leaf, which is an electric car, which I think is really cool. So I wanted to go and see the car, but the car was going to be 45-minute drive away. The Cruiser that I currently have right now, I can't really drive it longer than like 20-minute drives, just because like one thing or another starts to get tired. And so I decided to take a Lyft. Now, if you've ever taken Lyfts before, the longer the drive is, the more expensive it is. For example, the drive there and back, so round trip, ended up being, I think it was $98 total. So like I basically paid $100 to go look at a car. So I paid to go look at this car. I made a 12 o'clock appointment. I had made it like a little over a day, the day before. And I was very much interested in the car. It was well within budget. Jared approved of it. I just wanted to see it. And like there were a couple of like dents and things in it that I wasn't expected. Like I don't remember seeing those on the pictures. But other than that, I was like, yo, it's a car that drives, it's nice. It's, you know, a car that I'm very interested in looking at and getting. So I thought, sure. So I went to meet him there, and I said, I don't know if you can hear that noise, but that's the noise that my wheel makes when it's turning. I met him there at 12 at noon, and I was like, hey, can I test drive the car? This is after like me taking a lot of pictures and video to share to Jared. And so we test drove the car. I had never test driven that car before, and I was like, I really like it. And like towards the end of the drive, I was telling him I'm really interested. I just need to like talk it over with my husband, and then we can make a decision tonight and probably come pick up the car tomorrow. And that was the plan. So on the drive, like, you know, test drive back to the dealership, he goes, well, someone's coming in at 2 o'clock to come and buy the car, to come pick up the car. And he was like, oh, he's pre-approved and all this other stuff. And I was furious because I asked him, I said, when did this happen? When did this purchase, this, you know, when did it happen? And they're like, oh, it was very last minute. I was like, well, did it happen before noon today? And he was like, yes, it happened sometime last night. And I was just like, you couldn't, I said, I wanted to say, why didn't you tell me before I came out here? But instead I was like, it would have been nice to have known that that was the case, because then I probably either wouldn't have come out here, because I didn't have anything to purchase the car then and there. I had no insurance information. I had nothing. There was no way that I could purchase the car then and there. And if he had told me, hey, someone's coming to buy the car, then like, I mean, I probably wouldn't have bought it then and there, because it would have been an impulse decision. But like, I would have at least been able to like prepare. Do you know what I mean? So I basically paid $100 to go look at a car that I wasn't even going to be able to buy. So that was like very, very devastating. And before that, there was actually a car that I had planned to go look at with Jared, and the day before we planned to go and see it, it sold. And so that's basically been like how car shopping has been for me. Is I'll find a car, you know, on my day that I'm working, make plans to go see it tomorrow, and it'll, or like, you know, the next 2 days, and it'll sell before I can even go look at it. So it's been very depressing to car shop, and I actually kind of took a break in November, because I was like, I'm not gonna buy one in November, because my focus and my finances need to go to work / getting ready for the birthday party or birthday trip with me and Stephanie. And so I just kind of not gave up, I took a break. So now there's potentially a car that I might be able to buy from someone that we know, and it is a Cruiser. It would need to get fixed up and some stuff, but like that said, it's well within budget, and we would be able to use whatever extra money we have to help fix it up. So that's very exciting. But that's currently where we're at. Right now I'm just like praying that this car will make it through, you know, the next couple of months, so that way I have time to like buy a car, because I don't want to finance it. I already have student loans that I have to pay for, and I'm not looking forward to that. I don't want to buy a car that I'm not gonna like just because I need a car now. And I also don't want to buy a car that's like not going to last me like 10 plus years, because I don't plan on buying another car for at least another 10 years. And so luckily Jared just got a beautiful new Ford Escape. And we absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It's such a great car. So we have that to lean on, but like I have such mixed feelings about the whole thing, because it's like I want to get a new car, but I also like would love to just keep this one, but I'm just so sick and tired of like driving into work and being worried like, is it going to make it the drive there? So anyway, I'm pulling up to work now. Hope you guys enjoyed this story. Put out some good vibes for you know, me car shopping. And yeah, I've been looking at CarMax, I've been looking at Carfax. My mom has given me access to Consumer Reports, look at cars on there, and so it's been a thing. So I'm really hoping though that this new cruiser, as much as like I had leaned out of having a cruiser, I really hope that this new car will work out, because like we'll have extra money to, you know, save for in case something does happen to the cruiser. It's a car that I know what problems potentially it could have, and so it's not like I'm not familiar with the car, so that's good. It would have like brand new everything. We would try and like get all that fixed up and polished and stuff, so it'll look really nice. So I'm really hoping that works out. The only problem with that one is we don't know when I would be able to have access to it. Like we don't know when all of that stuff would be done, so it could be months, you know, which I would prefer to get. I mean, like honestly, I would like to get a car as soon as possible, but like I would like it not to be, you know, like March, do you know what I mean? Because I don't even know if the car will make it through the winter, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe. We're doing Vlogmas vlogs every single day until Christmas. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Go check out some of my other Disney vlogs. And I'm going to try and take it easy today because I'm still kind of sick. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.